Who, me?
No, not you. We're live.
You're too drunk to be nervous.
But yeah.
Right. Hello, YouTube. Mino, get out. This is the late ranting hour, where we rant for at least an hour, sometimes maybe more, about stuff that I don't make into videos because I'm lazy. Tonight, I am welcomed by Multiracial Lion. He told Lion, are you looking at the stream right now?
Yes. Where's my avatar?
Fuck you. He told me to give him a cipher image, but I thought the transparent lion would be funnier. So, surprise. Ink is here too. Mino is here, but he shouldn't be.
Where's my avatar?
Oh my god, I'll get it. Let me do the intro first. Jesus, I'll get it together. I thought you would actually leave.
Do you really want me to leave?
You need to sober up first, at least. Jesus, you're killing my vibe, man.
Why? How?
Oh, because you keep talking. Jesus Christ.
Just do your intro.
Okay.
Yeah, ignore him.
Yes, ignoring. Like the video, please. We're getting off to a great start. If you're watching live or catching the VOD, it helps out a ton. And if you are watching the VOD, go ahead and leave a comment. Chatting helps as well. The chat on screen is small. I adjusted the stream layout so we could see things better potentially, and the chat is apparently too small yet. So I'll be trying to fix that as we move along. What else? Be sure you can join the channel and become a member potentially. $1, you get emotes, good times, font size up to 32. Bam. What else? Indo Lard usually does the timestamps. I know he's around. Oh yeah, he's in chat. Shout out to Indo. Shout out to him. This is going to be a fun stream. If you want more of these shenanigans, be sure to join the TCC Discord where we usually hang out. Shout out to Mark. He encouraged me to keep going on this shit, so I like to give credit to him. And I probably wouldn't have stuck on YouTube, so go support. You'll catch Mino being hopefully less drunk over there. Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Time. Time zones, so this is something I just thought about just now, but I'm sure some of the people who don't go through daylight savings outside of the States probably the stream's at a different time for you guys now, so whoops. I don't know what else I can say about that. And every week I call for more people to start making content. I like shouting people out. I like interacting, keep my head into the community. And so Multiracial Lion, he's been subscribed to me for a while. He's been a cool dude. And welcome, Lion. How are you doing tonight?
That's all right.
We've been sitting here for the past half hour as I tried to organize myself. Shout out to Eamon becoming a member. Silocons, Mino drunk and less drunk. Any differences? Surprisingly, yes. He's actually. Oh my god. What?
No, you said I talk too much.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, he talks He loses. Believe it or not, he actually loses his filter. So which implies that he has a filter to begin with, but he's actually even dumber. Believe it or not. So.
That hurts.
Yes, good. Suffer.
I love you, Pete.
Die.
Drunk Mino is soft Mino.
I know, I'm so nice. Jesus Christ. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say, oh yeah, I'm a draw, BC. You should be like, everyone here is to see drunk Mino.
Okay, stream chat is bigger on stream now. CP time is plus on block. Oh man, you guys are funny. How you doing tonight, Ink?
I am good. I'm reheating a banh mi in the oven. It's gonna be great.
Stop it. Just say sandwich.
Oh wait, have we had this conversation before?
I'm not gonna
Just
say
Subway sandwich.
That's bullshit.
Oh boy.
It's a banh mi. It's a Vietnamese sandwich that is made on a French. It's made on a French baguette. It's super good. It's got pork and like pickled carrots and daikon and jalapeno and other stuff.
Stop it! Just say radish.
What the fuck?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm doing good. I'm watching old seasons of Survivor. It's great.
Survivor. That's the what show is that?
It's the show where they put 16 people or whatever on an island,
right,
and they have to live there for over a month, and they vote each other out.
Right. Okay.
And you win $1 million.
And damn it, that's the one thing I didn't do before the stream started. I'm gonna put Multiracial Lion's YouTube channel in the chat and in the description after the fact. Please be sure to give him a subscribe. He's kicking off his YouTube. He's a funny stuff. He just did his polls on Braska. Give him a very hard time for sounding like he smokes a pack of cigarettes a day.
Look, I had just woken up.
Yeah, that's the excuse for woken up. But I swear, he sounded like Solid Snake. Honestly, he's like Metal Gear, pulling for Braska. He sounded like. You know what? The people that got the throat shit on the don't smoke commercials. He sounded like one of them. Colin Reynolds, thank you for the subscription as well. Okay, let me drop the channel in the live chat real quick. Go subscribe to this man immediately, or you are ugly. I knew something up was him. Yeah, see, I'm telling y'all, y'all heard it too. He was bugging. But yeah, I'm glad to finally talk to you. We have talked in voice chat before, but getting you on the stream. The best thing to do when he DM'd me earlier, he said I'm feeling nervous, so the best thing to do is to give him a hard time. It definitely will fucking alleviate
Jesus.
any hey, chill out. He's just getting started. Don't make me bring. Didn't Mark talk about how you didn't correct them calling you Mino on the TCC podcast for months?
It was funny. They look.
That sounds like cope.
No.
They're idiots for not knowing how to.
Yeah, dog,
Oh man.
come on.
Okay,
They
Mark.
didn't get the puns till like 6 months in. That's something.
I know you're watching this right now. Please call bullshit on him. Okay. Thank you.
Correct him when he says shit like promptu and Liu.
He said Shelky. That was pretty funny. He played the game.
I know.
That's her cute name, right? She's female. You can
Stop.
add.
Stop. Nope.
Ink,
Moving on.
stop.
Nope.
You can't talk about Shelka anymore.
Yeah, cannot talk about Shulk anymore. Anywho, we have an idiot of the week to get to. I've been hyping this up. Let me see if I transition the slide correctly. Boom. There it goes. So, this morning I was watching a poll video, and I scrolled down in the comments, and I saw a comment that had my name on it. So let's see. Let's get that on the screen. Some of you might recognize this guy. There it is. So apparently I'm hated as a human being. This was surprising for me. So I responded with a camera emoji. And at first I was like, all right, I'll just shout him out on the stream. Like, it's whatever. This is where's the other picture? This is the guy, if you're not aware. I think it was the September Square Enix live stream. He was the one who was bitching like every 5 minutes about taking away our free polls. Oh yeah, enjoy the music, by the way. Enjoy the music. So yeah, he was posting every. I think this is probably why he hates me, because I called him a fucking dumbass for doing this in the Twitch stream, and he didn't really comment on my stuff since. I saw him throw some comments on Reddit here and there, but I was like, whatever. So I just responded to that first comment with a camera emoji, like letting them know like what was coming, right? Well, he responded again with something a lot dumber, and I don't know why. Knowing what can I resize this image? Fit to screen. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide the chat box for a second to fit this. All right, here we go. BC equals black cuck. He does not catch his girl when she comes in vacation to Europe to bang guys like me. Oh boy.
First of all, Coelho, BC is gay, so that doesn't even.
What?
That doesn't even
that's not
count.
true.
Like, that's a miss. That's
That's
egg
not
on
true.
your face.
Mino, shut up.
Yeah, Mino, shut up.
So he said this, and my response was, "Oh no." So he has a history of being. I can hear you fucking stream echoing. You mute yourself.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Should I call you Mino? Maybe you'll listen then. So he thought he was being clever here. Unfortunately, he's been a dumbass on the internet for a little too long. So I took the liberty of finding all the dumb shit he said previously, and I have it all. So we're gonna just air him out really quickly. Let's see. How do I transition this? I have like 25 images, so he's I told you guys it was getting violent today. At least if you're gonna come at me sideways, at least do it on a troll account, like doing something with your name attached, where all the dumb shit you said for at least years straight. Like this man has quit the game at least like 5 times. So let's just walk through some of them right quick. I went through my comments, I went through other creators' comments, I went through Reddit. Like I got him on. It's not even 4K at this point. Like this is like you can see like sweat dripping out of the pores as he's getting eviscerated. I type 4K. That's how zoomed in we are here. So let's see. I don't remember. I think he was trashing Balthier here. Very spicy indeed. This take did not age well. Oh yeah, here he is, trashing Squall. Is it gonna transfer? Come on. Why isn't my OBS updating? Come on. Damn, this isn't nearly as fun if I have to click on new images each time. Okay. The slideshow is not working on OBS. And to be clear, Idiot of the Week is reserved for people who come at me or anyone I'm cool with sideways. If it's something dumb, I mean, sometimes it's like whatever. But, like, don't be mean and also not like this. Why isn't I'm fucking up the OBS? Squall is trash and still a damage dealer. There we go. There's the take. Image. Boom. Someone's Lion. I think your audio is cutting out. You still there, Lion? Uh-oh. Can't quite hear you, dog. Alright, well, anyways, we're going to be cycling through the images real quick. This is just him 3 days ago, talking about quitting, right? Why is he still playing the game? That's a good one. Here we go. Fit the screen. Cry more lefties. I mean, if you type something like that online, unironically, and you talk about getting bitches, I don't know who's talking to you. What a fucking loser. Let's see what else we got here. He suggested leveling Omni Detellion's EX to 1 out of 3, so you don't have to get the debuff call. Instead of just, I don't know, just unequipping the EX. More dumb stuff. What else we got here?
I think my favorite one was the one about Vincent.
I need to find the Vincent one, because I have a lot of... Oh, here we go. I'm pissed off at Square Enix. I wanted to token Garland's BT Day 1 and they decided to give a cycle free pulls. Wow, he's mad at free pulls. Again, what a clown. Look at him bitching about Lufenia Plus. It's boring to oblivion. Early Chaos was fun. Do you guys remember Early Chaos being fun? I remember being clusterfuck. This guy's a weirdo. Yeah, I don't know. What the hell is he smoking?
Yeah, Early Chaos sucked.
Early Chaos was awful. What's this one? Oh, yep. Squall is trash and still a damage dealer. He needs a full makeover, not a rework. Anyone who likes Squall is either a cuck or an incel. Ouch. Very spicy. This speaks for itself. Kingdom Hearts fans. More interesting than any of the recent JP releases. Yikes. Why would you say this? Layla and Vanille. Reddit SJWs can't stand the truth. It's about time this game dies. It's been quite lame for months. He's still playing the game. I'm trying to find Mark's comment where he quit the game. Oh yeah, here's the Vincent comment. There it is. We do not want Geo for his characters with outdated kits. Blah blah blah. Remember, this 8 months ago. He's still been bitching nonstop about the game, and he's still playing the game. Quite incredible. Where's the quitting post? I had that somewhere. I should have named these. Ah, here it is. And this is really it. So he's still playing the game. He's quit the game at least 5 times. First he did a blog post about his BT. And then he says he's done with the game. He's putting his account up for sale, which is against terms of service, but he decided to broadcast this in public anyways. all this, he's apparently gone, but he's back playing the game again. So who knows when he'll fucking quit. And the best one of them all is, let's see, this is the finale. So he's not only has he been bitching about the game constantly, quitting, coming back, and letting everybody know when nobody asked. One of his first posts on the DFFO subreddit was, "Dear devs, learn to make gacha games." Wow, this guy knows the truth. Him and his European bitches, I guess. And it was deleted, but through the power of digging back up through the internet, I was able to find a text copy of what he had in the post. Let's get that on screen. You are broadening the gap between new players and veteran. The global retards launched content much earlier than the Japanese and let it go with the hard difficulty of lost chapters since the war was just armor tokens. But this time I invested just to get those 500 gems, struggling to get to past 20k. 28k. Seriously, get some brains. Yeah, so this is the guy who decided to come at me. Let's go back to what started this all. Wow. Again, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't think it was. 3 years strong playing the game, quits every other month. What a fucking loser. And the worst part, let me pull the the worst part. Where is the second one again? Fit the screen. The worst part about him talking about my girl. I'm your father. That's your mother, son. She's sucking on my dick right now. Fuck off, loser. Idiot of the week. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Now that that's over with, let's be a little bit more productive. I promised you all violence and you got it.
How did he not know that this was going to be the reaction?
Because he's fucking brain dead, that's why. Why would someone attack you? I mean, what's up, Ink?
No, I mean, to specifically call out that you hate someone as a human being means that you disagree with some of their specific, morals, right? Like their core values. And most of the core values I know about you is being a self-starter, pushing yourself toward being a better person, learning from your mistakes, owning up to your mistakes. Like, these are all very honorable things. Like, sure, you can what do you say, throw hands or whatever with the best of them or whatever the fuck that is, but
Jesus.
you generally represent yourself pretty well. So for someone to say that they hate you as a human being means that they have to be a pretty big, toxic asshole to be against those things. So,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
I am fine with people disagreeing with me, but you don't need to be a jerk about it. I mean, I always try not to be the aggressor, but he clearly started it, and he was dumb with his name attached on. And I probably could have found more. That's the killer part. I didn't dig as hard as I could have. If I spent a more hour on it, I probably could have had 50 screenshots, and that wasn't organized at all. But yeah. So just if you see this dumbass in anyone's comments, just know he's a dumbass. Oh, all right, that was fun. I promise you all violence, but let's talk about the actual game. So Lion's here. He is a Vayne Green haver. Something I noticed in the probably all around and a bunch of, and this is not me slandering Vayne, but it's something I want to discuss, the 1% team cropping up and the prevalence of greens that we're seeing. And I don't think people are, it goes both ways. We've been on the same, and you know what I'm talking about, where it's there's a lot of greens that are powerful, and you can't necessarily make a bad choice yet. We're gonna see some actual bad greens. Golbez is copium. Golbez, Toto exists. Arden is not too hot, although Arden might be the best of the worst. In all honesty, Onion Knight, yeah, Onion Knight. We haven't really had any bad BT pluses yet, but we're seeing something similar to. I think Mino said this. It's something similar to double RNA. Where it's teams of Vayne, Bartz, and Cloud of Darkness, and I was scrolling through the TCC thread channel, whatever, and this is no beef with any of the people posting their clears, but it was a lot of it felt like early chaos in the fact that people were oh, early chaos isn't that good, or this character's so good, or maybe during mid chaos, or it'd be double RNA third. And there is a line for carry runs, and I'm not saying the Vayne is bad, but I think it is interesting that people don't see the juice behind these BT teams. Lion, I know you're since you have Vayne, I want you've been running him a bit. I want to hear some of your perspective on how Vayne. I don't know where I'm going. This. Brain falling apart. Me no help. Are you still here?
What? Yeah, I'm awake. What's up? What happened?
The triple green discussion, the trend we're seeing of the power spike and people not noticing.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You're passing it to Lion, right? Let me set it up.
I gotta shift my mind from violence.
Okay.
I gotta get out of that mindset.
I'm in a good mood today. I'm anti-violence today.
Good.
So like, I just want you guys all to know, like, this is a single player gotcha game. Good vibes all around. Run however you want.
Right. Yeah.
But the amount of green veins, people posting fucking clear screens of green vein saying, I thought this character was supposed to be trash, sandwiched by 2 other greens and then a green friend and swapping him out is
well, no, it wasn't Vayne. It wasn't Vayne getting swapped out. It's Aura plus, and usually Bart's plus Vayne plus Clouded Darkness friend.
Yeah. So on TCC, I don't know how many of you people listen to TCC, but we've said from the beginning, if you're a BT character, you're already on a higher tier than everybody else. All right, you are a higher upper class citizen if you are a BT compared to all the LD only characters or EX plus characters. That's just a fucking fact. BTs are huge. You've got transcendent synergy, you've got 6 free fucking turns, you've got bigger stats, you've got a huge ass aura. So when we say, if we say Vayne is the worst BT plus, he's still
Today,
better than all the fucking LD only trash. All right. We've said from the beginning, the whole point of BT is these characters are special, pro tags and antags. You're building teams around them. Your average player is always going to include a BT plus in their teams from here on out. So you're building around your BT plus, meaning BT plus are just a class higher than everybody else. So if anyone says Vayne or Zidane are the worst BT plus, they're still better than trash like Freya.
And they're not actively bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
I had Blart try out a Vayne run of Vayne, Bart's, and Bronze Freya, and he almost got to the finish line.
Yeah. If you can carry a Bronze Freya or a Bronze Sabin through content, BT plus characters are more than carrying their fucking weight just by standing there.
Now, GG2, hold on. Worst is a relative thing. This is how I clickbaited people on my Vayne video. I didn't say Vayne was bad. I said Vayne was good, but I also said. And Lion, I know we talked about this a little. There's the setup cost and the ceilings and the opportunity cost. And if we're looking at everything in a vacuum and people are like, oh, just put. I mean, you can put Vayne next to Bart's and then rush things down. He's very good at that. But that is an expensive team. And I know Lion, you ran Vayne a couple times, right, on that fight,
Yep.
Dwayne's fight. So what do you think about this?
I mean, you're not wrong. There's definitely going to be a lot of setup cost, but man, I don't know. If you're sitting there, if you're sitting there and you're having to run a team that's going to cost you 2 BT books, right, and 6 of your ingots, it better be damn good. But at the same time,
well said.
Why not just run something else? I know. That Aphmau and Reigns is really popular. Much lower cost.
Right.
Think about all the things that you're missing out on in order to obtain that.
To drive that team,
You know what I mean?
yeah. And Vayne is very good at driving that abusing BT effects team. But
Yes,
if you're already having 2 BT, if you need to green Vayne and then you need to have a second green in the party and then you have a green friend on top of that. And assuming you have a third that's relatively decent and it's not a straight carry, that's an expensive team. Chat, just to clarify, nobody is saying Zidane is bad. Nobody's saying Zidane is bad. Zidane was actually my most used green in JP. So I think Zidane is great.
I think in your Vayne video you said something to the effect of, it's like being the bronze medal winner at the Olympics. You still came in third. You came in last, but that's out of everyone.
Yeah, or like being a 10 or 9 in a room full of 10s. Like you're still looking pretty good.
You're not hurting.
But yeah, it's a relative thing, and it's a weird thing to wrap. And the way Mino phrased it on the podcast, I think, was if actually I don't remember at all, do I? It was nobody has any problem saying Bartz is probably the best choice, but once we get down into that, in Blart, I wish Blart wasn't busy on Wednesdays because I really would have also wanted him to talk about it. But Blart ran a Kate Sith. He kept calling him Ketchy the whole video. I don't want to strangle him. Bro, it's Kate. When they finally say his name in the remake, they're gonna say Kate. Watch. But he did a team of Vayne, Kate, and he did Ace, and then he swapped in the Ace friend and had Vayne abuse the traps going off, stuff like that. But that Vayne wasn't nearly as effective, and he couldn't abuse the effects just as long, just because there wasn't much support behind him, and so that's the whole ceiling thing coming in. So it's just it's an interesting trend, and it's kind of reminds me of the whole Core enables X thing that kind of cropped up when Core released, and he was doing a bunch of damage, and it got attributed to Freya in the party instead of just Core doing a bazillion damage. And I think people should be careful of understanding what is actually going on in these teams. Like Vayne being a driver is definitely a good selling point, but if it takes a lot to drive said team, I think that's definitely something to consider. And especially if it falls apart, if you take out one of those, like Bartz especially makes you hit hard. So imagine a scenario where a player is being told Vayne is amazing or something, right? And they don't have Bartz to drive the 1% team. And Lion, check me on this because again you have Vayne. Do you think that Vayne's effectiveness would drop significantly without Bartz?
I think that there are other things that you can do to run him to make him useful, but yes, he is going to tank without proper team support. Because it's like Mino said, it's who you're building your team around.
Mm. And
100%.
But then you look at a character like Reigns or Setzer or Porum, for example, and they're just in hell Ace. Characters like that can pretty much go anywhere and do their thing, and their floor is much higher because at minimum Ace's traps are going off. They might not be as strong, but you're still getting the trap damage. You can buff it. But like Vayne without proper support, doing those his skill 2 doesn't feel good if it's not hitting real hard, you know.
Oh god, yeah.
No. Oh god,
when you start seeing it doing triple digit numbers, worse feeling.
That's
I actually was running it through the which one was it? His second fight, the stupid lighthouse.
Yeah,
fucking hate that fight, by the way. When you mentioned this in one of your videos, like the pull plans videos. When you use skill 2 to unbreak them, and then you're hitting for like ones, and you can't re-break them.
Yeah, you can't.
The absolute worst.
Embarrassing. Go ahead.
I did have that same problem with, and this is obviously like totally different, but I had low auras on my team, and I was trying to make LD Zidane work for Panda, and
same problem.
If I did not have the break, the turn right before Zidane, the enemy would gain like 400 eye brave, and then when Zidane unbroke, he could never break them again and couldn't delete the turn because my auras weren't good enough to actually overcome it. So it's a problem with a lot of unbreakers that don't have like ignore defense or self-sufficiency, let's say. You need those auras, which is why they have VT effects, right? Is to help them.
Yeah, totally. But at the same time, the beauty of Vayne is that he can age well into those better supports. So he does have that going for him. But then you have to ask down the line, is it really worth it? But what I'm really trying to get at is watch out how you are proving a character's viability if you're running an unrealistic or a hard or an expensive team. I think the characters that shine in those teams that don't need you to go all big dick Kurasame Jack, especially I got some more perspective on this because my buddy who I've been talking about, who I got into the game, he picked up Rains Mountain Bart's. He was actually unable to. Well, to be fair, he didn't learn the fight, and he started the last minute, but he actually gave up on the Vayne fight last night. I was trying to help him through it, and he just he couldn't meet the damage. I was trying to show him Excalibur's video, and he doesn't have like all the god calls. He has Gabron for HP damage up, but he just couldn't cut it because he wasn't experienced enough. And for someone in his situation, there's no way in hell that I'd recommend him grab Vayne. Even if he did have Bart's on the team, like his resources are so scarce, and it really does help to judge units by thinking of if someone's struggling with the game, would you? I kind of take that back because there's a learning curve too. Damn, see, evaluations are hard. It's difficult doing this shit.
Let me take a crack.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah,
no, Lion wants to take a crack. Go ahead, Lion.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead, Mina.
Okay.
It's hard.
So like, I know what the rest of these guys are trying to say. We talked about this before the show started. They're trying to get their point across, but the easiest way to get this across is that there is a difference between saying someone is bad and opportunity cost.
Thank you.
And what we were trying to say, what I was trying to talk to BC about before is that you got all your fucking community hipsters, like your fucking Freya guy and your Saga runners and your Amons who are running garbage and taking 50 minutes a fight
I feel attacked.
When someone using meta characters can do a fight in 15 minutes. Yeah, I described Ink. I'm Ink. I have to use you as an example, but all love to Ink. I love Ink, but like, because of the recent Shulk fight and the Sabin run, like that's still fresh on my mind, and I feel like Ink has to agree with me here because we talked about this in length last week, which is basically Ink ran a team for the Shulk fight of Shulk, Agrius, Sabin, and then he put that run forth, and then I tried to replicate that run, and then I was saying, Ink, I congratulate you on your run, but you're definitely shooting yourself in the foot by bringing Sabin here. And I was saying, here are a list of characters that could have taken Sabin's place and made this run far less painful and take less time. And the reason this whole thing came up is because this latest fight, everyone's running 3 to 4 fucking green BTs and saying, oh, the X character that I swapped out for a green COD friend or a green Twins friend is a great character. People fucking pinged me on Discord. I got so fucking pissed because I was saying Quist is a shit character. Someone did green Bart's, green Ace, Quistis, and then they swapped out Quistis with a green COD. And someone pinged me saying, hey, Mino, I thought you said Quistis was a bad character.
He's in chat.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. I don't give a shit. And then and then people pinged me again with Eldnarsh. They pinged me with Arciella. They pinged me with fucking Sabin. I don't know, all these garbage characters. There's they're like, hey, Mino, I thought you said X character was shit, even though I swapped him out and I ran a 3 green team. I thought you said green Vayne is a bad character, even though I ran 3 fucking greens. So here's the thing. Here's what BC was trying to say. There is a line when you can tell when a character is being carried. If you can replace X character you're trying to fucking brag to me about with any motherfucking character, you are a piece of shit. I think Blart proved my point, right? Blart ran green Bart's.
Green Bart's, No, it was green Bart's, green Vayne, and then he had a bronze Freya.
Green Bart's, green Vayne, bronze Freya.
And he almost did it.
And basically finished the fight.
He was like a couple like
yeah, other people didn't even go that far. They didn't even bring green Vayne, and they're like, I brought X bronze character, replaced it with COD. Guess what? COD was there for 90% of the fight. It didn't matter who the fuck the third was.
I forgot who it was, but I did this on the Titus fight, right? Because people were saying, oh my god, like I got like a fully geared Vincent through this fight, and the team was Titus, Core, Vincent. So what did I do? I ran a bronze Zell with Titus and Core, and I got a lower turn count than they did.
Yeah, we used to do this with JP sometimes. Right. It would be if I had my buddies right here, Bronze Ramza versus a Kurasame event. That was a fun time.
That reminds me of when Ink said like Afmau sucked in the Reigns in the Reigns event, and then Nidre like killed his turn count. with a bronze Sabin. So just to throw Ink under the bus for just a second, is that when his Shulk team, you could replace Sabin with a good dozen plus characters, and it would have been a smoother run. Do you agree to that, Ink? Like I'm like not shitting on Sabin, but you have to objectively agree that there.
It doesn't even have to be on Sabin. We can just say it's a bad fight, and that's the reason.
Well, so my thing is when you're taking a character through a fight, as long as they are contributing in a way. Now, obviously, there are other characters that can contribute, right? So yes, I agree. There are characters that you could swap out for Sabin. However, you probably need to adjust your comp because Sabin is self-sufficient, so he doesn't need the same. He doesn't have the same setup cost that other characters do, right? So if you were to swap him out for like Quistis, you may not have the she's probably a special case for that fight.
Quistis damage sucks. Dear God.
Yeah, it's awful. But she's really good. I used her. She's really good at keep away, right? Like I wanted in the Lon and Rain fight, I didn't want the ads to have any turns. And so every time the ads got resummoned, I just degenerator whipped them into hell, and then I like used Ace to kill them. Which, by the way, when you use BT Plus just in general, like I can't even describe how much easier, and I know that that was an easier fight, but just having access to a BT Plus button, just that alone on any character makes the fight so much easier.
It's I should have grabbed Magnol's image of the don't become reliant on, because so I tried doing an LD only run. I keep trying to get my Ace Porum RCLO run to work on the Twins fight without hitting the BT button, and every time I come up short by like a turn. I'm like, motherfucker, if I only just press BT. It really does, and we get used to it, and we don't realize how much of a difference it is. And sometimes these things aren't as CSAM, CSAM for $5. RCL and Quistis allowed runs to work in Twins by keeping your team alive. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. But it also doesn't. You're not saying much if you random.
Kefka. Yeah. Kefka could do the same thing. So could fucking.
We're not. I'm not saying that's not true, CSAM. I'm just saying. Vayne plus Bartz isn't the way to showcase Quistis being useful.
Right. So ultimately, it comes down to if your run can be replicated, and the character you're throwing in my fucking face can be replaced, then I don't give a shit. You're showing off the others more. Like, to channel Nidre couldn't be here today, but I know my buddy Nidre, he feels very strongly about character sagas.
Is the worst person.
He feels very strongly about character sagas. And to represent my good friend Nidre here, listen, he says character sagas are the dumbest fucking shit in the world. And I agree with him, because you're not showing me that a character is good. You're showing me how hard the synergy character or the meta characters can carry. So using the Sabin example, again, not specifically throwing shade at Ink, like Shulk plus Agrius plus Sabin, you're not showing me that Sabin is great. You're showing me how hard Agrius and Shulk can carry that motherfucking fight. Because that is Shulk is the character that the fight is built around, and Agrius is the character that completely shuts the fight down. Like, you could throw in almost anybody in that last slot and do just as good.
I would argue that the list of LD only characters that you could swap in for Sabin is limited.
Okay, but would you say there's a good? I don't want to get caught on this point. I will just say there are alternatives. You can agree to that, right? Like there are people you can swap in. Yeah.
Look, the main thing is that I don't run Sabin because I'm trying to prove a point that he's good. I run Sabin because I fucking love using his kit in fights.
That's fair.
And when I stopped using him in Lufania, like I actively was enjoying the game less. As soon as his LD came, I was like, thank God it's back, because I have a lot of fun using his kit.
Okay, so 100% fair, Ink.
Yep.
But that moves to our main point, which is, I don't care if you do sagas. You play the game however you fucking want.
Yes, again, we have to say this every time. We don't care how anybody plays the game.
I don't care.
And not only do I not care, I really don't give a fuck.
Yes. I don't give a shit how you play the game. The only time I have a problem is when you carry X character and you start telling the entire community X character is good. When you fucking run Yuffie Cheese on Dullahan with your Freya saga, and then you tell me Freya carried that fight, you need to be slapped in the fucking mouth. Okay? So like this brings back this
physical
brings back
violence against
to
any member of the community.
Yeah, this brings back to BC's original point. People are getting really fucking bad at evaluating characters with 3 greens. And that's why Macnol, we've talked to Macnol. Macnol's decided to bring back TCC Challenge for every event of no greens. Alright? See how good your motherfucking character is without 3 greens carrying it. And then fucking tell the community. But the point of Lufania Plus is if you're running 3 greens and then swapping your character out and telling us how good your character is, you are a blind fucking idiot. The point is, you don't champion... Okay, and this is where it comes to objectively judging a character, right? Like, BC's original point is opportunity cost for a character. You can say XXX is good. Just a placeholder, we're going to say Zidane BT+, Vayne BT+. Let's say your X trash character you want to champion. The question is opportunity cost. We're not saying these characters can't do the content. Any fucking character, any Bronze Freya can do all content if you try hard enough and carry it with the most meta synergy characters. The question is, are you purposely making the fight harder for yourself than using another character? Okay? Like, when people are saying all characters are good, pull whoever you want, you're a fence sitter. You're not saying anything. You're not making a stance. You're not making a hard choice. The question is this character gonna make your run easier for BC's like new friend than another newer current character? Can you really say Zidane BT Plus is gonna make your Vayne cycle easier?
Yes.
Than,
Okay, never mind.
Than Bart's BT Plus.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like, or Jekt BT Plus, or Snow BT Plus, Machina BT Plus. The point is, I don't give a shit if you can complete if it takes you 5 times longer to do your fucking fight than it does to make the most meta run. Like, it's okay to run what you want, but don't champion your character of saying it's a good character if it takes much more work and much more time to carry your fucking character through the finish line than it is the best possible option. People need to objectively be able to rate characters. Okay, certain characters can get you through fights much easier than other characters, and people need to fucking recognize that.
Okay.
Piggyback off of that
Yeah,
for
go ahead.
just a moment.
Yes.
Please.
I don't like what you're saying, but I can't disagree with you.
But Lion, you have the platform. This is why you're on the show.
Correct.
This is fight him. Fight him. Actually, hold that thought for 3 seconds. Lift of Freya, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Silocons for 2 Singaporean dollars. Please argue with me. Please argue with Mino with your Barrett copium. I don't know what there is to argue. I trash Barrett every run. I don't think he's good at all. I just like it's a personal challenge on my New Game Plus to make him work. But he's really bad. He never hits his caps. I bring him as blue armor filler so other people can cap. That's really it. And Jovial Roger for $5. I thought only BC chose violence today. Yeah, if you roll back to when Mino started talking, he's like, I'm in a good mood today, and here we are. All right, Lion, go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, as much as I don't like what you're saying, I don't want to agree with you, but I have to. Looking back at even just this most recent fight with the Lamia Queen for the Twins event, I would have loved to have taken X-Death to that fight, but holy shit, I do not have the amount of time it's going to take to figure out how I'm going to get him through that stage in a fight where you don't want to let the enemies act and do what they want to do, when you have to have them do that to play X-Death well.
Lion, you play fighting games, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you should know from a competitive perspective, because Defo players are largely giant babbies that don't play competitive games. And so you should know from a competitive perspective in a fighting game, tier lists are acknowledged, but to the point that, of course, a great player can make a bottom tier character and take it and beat a shit player who's playing a top tier player. But everyone who is versed in competitive games know that the tiers exist because you have to work much harder
Correct.
the lower down you go on the tier. Would you agree to that?
Absolutely.
Yes. So, like, yes, it can work, but that's not a credit to the character. That's a credit to the player. And people have to understand that. Yes. And that the reason characters are tiered higher because they make things easier. And that's perfectly okay. Not everyone's a big dick fucking like 24/7 defo player. There's a lot of casual players who just want the path of least resistance, so they ask for the best characters. So I feel like, you know, sitting 15 minutes in main chord today, I blame BC for bringing me into main chord, but fault. Sitting in this fucking like casual channel of people saying, guys, there's no good or bad, all characters are special in their own way. That's how you raise losers.
Now, hold on. Gonna push back. First off, Ninja SYXX and Nero, thank you for becoming members. I appreciate it. Cross 13 says, I thought Mino was on good boy behavior, and then he just ascended past like 200%. I'd also like to point out that we are with 208 viewers right now. Lion, I hope you're nervous. Oh boy, 200 people watching you go like, oh man, I hate that you're right. That's funny. I'm fucking with you though. Go ahead and like the video though, guys. It helps out a ton. The what I was saying, the conversation was, which green do I do? Yoshi Pasta, thanks for remembering. No, re-subbing to membership. Jesus Christ. Yoshi, by the way, Yoshi Pasta is working on a copium compilation for me. Every time I do an inhale copium thing when I mention Barrett, he's like working. He said he's working on a compilation video. That's gonna be funny. Anyways, the context was we were talking about greens, and Dragon King EX, thank you for membership, appreciate it. The context was like, who do I green? The guy was like, I want to cover my roles and I want to make sure, but I was like, you already beat all content, dog. So why are you worried about greens? He's like, oh, true. But that was only in context of any greens so far. I'm not gonna say all greens are good when Arden comes out. I'm not even. In fact, I'm just gonna. That's why I try and ask people when they're confused, they want to just throw their resources. All right, wing memberships. It's a lot of members right now. Thank you. It's also important because we judge, and this is the thing you were talking about with the Theorycraft teams and the shit like that with Sync. At the end of the day, what matters is are you winning, and we should be evaluating people's rosters and stuff based on if they can beat content. Like who should I green is an entirely different question from who should I green because I'm stuck on the lighthouse. You feel me?
Yeah, I agree with you, BC. Basically, at the end of the day, results speak loudest. Yeah. So if you're like a DFO community manager and you say you don't need to cheese to beat Kate Loof, and then you cheese anyway, and then you can't put up like if you before you even attempt the fight and you're saying, oh, it's not like you need to cheese anyways, and then you go ahead and cheese the fight because you can't do it without it, then results speak louder than words. I'm just fucking saying.
That's not what Josh said, for the record, but he did post the Kermit face, or the Kermit sipping the tea, saying you don't need to cheese, and then he paralyzed it at least twice with Cryo Call and Rainbow Summon. So,
with two synergy characters,
with two
fully built characters,
no synergy in the mission dungeon. Well, actually, but,
MLB Green, and MLB
the characters
Kate
that
and
were
Green
being
Bay.
sold, yeah. So,
and then he swapped out the third
Lion,
for a con, so I don't want to fucking.
It's another one of those runs. So
yeah, that's another one of those three fucking greens.
We came full circle.
Runs, yeah.
Shout out to Dwin FFOO for subscribing. I need to read these names in my head before I read them out loud again, or else I'm gonna get IWC'd. Jesus Christ! I almost had a tragedy there.
And if you're gonna tell somebody, especially a new player, that a character is good because they can do, XYZ content, try and have more to back that up than, I saw Theologica and Excalibur, which shout out to y'all, I see y'all in the chat.
Oh yeah, they're gods. They're not real people
for doing that. Yeah. I saw Stimpy do this on JP. No.
Are you gonna do it though? Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
That's what really gets me when people promote shit that And that's why I tried to have a level approach to Setzer, because naturally there are already people, I've seen them in Discord and Reddit being like, "Wow, Setzer was so hype," and I pulled him, but I never used him. Well, I threw my hands up right there. I'm like, well, I mean, whose fault is that? I mean, I've been using Reigns as a call at least to justify him, but I was excited for Queen after I was going to skip her, and then I haven't used her in like a couple months. Like, a Lion mod check. Where the Lions run? Should Lion mod check be the recurring joke every week? You know. I need to add the mod check emote to my channel.
It's really hard to recommend specific banners to new players because one, you need to pick people that are generally easy to play. Like, how many times do you see someone running full synergy or an amazing triple green team and they die because they don't know like what that team needs to do to win the fight? Yeah. But someone was saying, so there was a new player in questions chat saying, "Hey, I need a support. Who should I pull?" And someone was like, "Oh, go on the Garland banner. You'll get Garland and Rosa. Rosa's good." Now, sure, Rosa's fine, and Eamon's probably in chat, and Eamon loves Rosa, and that's totally fine.
She got a great
but for a brand new player, right, would you rather pull Rosa, not have resources to fully invest in Garland, or would you rather just wait a week and pull Orin?
Or Garnet, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're not really going to recommend... If you could green Garland, right, then sure. Like, you could totally defensively say, like, you love Garland, you're going to green Garland, sure. Green Garland and Rosa is good. But Orin is, like, he does the healing and protecting job a little bit differently, but I think people struggle with how to evaluate a banner and look ahead, and it has to be like soon after, right? Because you can't say, "Oh, wait for Maria." Like, Maria is like fucking in a month, right? Or actually, she's probably in like a week or two, 2 weeks probably. But yeah.
And on top of that, there's also the whole notion of longevity, which I also hate as discourse. Because character longevity is, I always say this, character longevity is how long you use them. And people, that's a different discussion from who is going to be path of least resistance for a while. But it is so hard, and YouTube kind of ruins that discourse as well. Because sometimes characters go completely under the radar. Like, I remember around the time of Strago's event. I know you remember that. Or everyone's like, the realm is the prize of the banner thing was going around. And there was a quite literal, the Grandpa saga from Segan, where he ran Strago in like nearly every event. And because it wasn't in people's minds, the narrative was Strago dies immediately, bad, not great, stuff like that. And we should, while we should be encouraging people to learn how to use their unit and stretch them out to the length that they can, unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the realization that they usually cycle units around after 2 months. I guarantee all the people asking for how long does X last will never use them that long. And it's a frustrating topic to do. Lion, have any thoughts
I
on
don't
that?
necessarily know that that's true. Because someone that says how long will they last, like, won't actually use them.
I mean, they won't use them for the prescribed. I've seen them on YouTube going this far.
I think it depends on the character, because there's some Swiss Army knives like Setzer Porum Agrius.
Okay, Setzer Porum Agrius.
Shit like that you can like sort of throw them anywhere because they are extremely like pliable. But as for like the some of the BT pluses, yeah, you're not going to put them in every fight because you need one character to cover the orb, and you need this character to get around the boss mechanic, and then all of a sudden you have one character left, and that may not be, your BT plus may not work with them, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be Vayne unless those other two characters can work with him.
Yep. Bingo.
Yeah.
Well said. Skip everyone save for Cinereign's FR. Jesus. I fully at CSDX. I fully admit I've only used units past their usual. Wait, let me read that from start to finish again. I fully admit I've only. Nope. There's no I've there. Okay, third time. Oh, okay. You know what's wrong? The sentence. I fully admit that I've only used units past their usual expiration date for TCC challenges, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like I say, that's why I tried. I lean into my blues. I've gotten into a habit of using bluing units. I want to run into the ground, and if I'm not bluing someone, I'm less inclined to pull them because I know they might just sit around on the bench. It's either that's the strategy I'm trying to employ. It's either blue them, or they're going to call, or they're just like whatever fucking flavor, FOMO at the end of the day. And I think that might be a good strategy transitioning into FR, where we're trying to focus on specific units and go big, but that remains to be seen. Slightly related to FR, I'm Mino, you know I was talking about this. I'm starting to see some accounts starting in the garbage time start to panic and go broke. It's a good testing ground. If you start seeing I think they're gonna give us this is my Nero Damas prediction right now. They're gonna ease us into the difficulty. I mean, they always do this, and they're gonna give us this really hard fuck you stage, and it's gonna feel terrible. And people were pulling for these crazy FRs and hitting max damage BT phases and jerking themselves off. And then a hard fight comes out that's restrictive and they can't do it because they've got all the powerful shit that isn't good enough for this fight. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Someone confirm I'm still talking to people online. Is anyone there? I see chat moving. Y'all are fucking with me right now. You're not gonna give me like that. Let's talk to chat.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. That was me being unable to pivot it somewhere and blaming everyone else for it. It's not my fault. I don't know where that was going. VL says hi. Hi VL, you're a sociopath. Let me plug Lion's channel again while I try and find somewhere to pivot this. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's already event time. Whoa, that's weird to get used to. Subscribe to Lion again, people. Good players pull once every quarter. I mean, that might be real. Get your habits together, guys. I was looking at my my gem pulls from beginning of C90 to end of C90, and I gained like 350,000 gems, and I pulled way too much on shit I never used. So, and I was Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it feels like that. Like I'm doing a lot of the character evaluations for the infographics and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I see characters and like there are some that you can notice they have really great kits, but a lot of them they don't feel special, right? And I feel like the ones that don't feel special, unless they're your favorite, like they just don't make the cut. Like they need to do a good job of distinguishing these characters and making them play differently. That's why, right, like Mino is really enjoying playing Shulk because there's a lot of decision points when you use her, and that feels unique. It's fun. But a lot of upcoming characters, if it's just press buttons and there's no decision points, why are you going to pull them when you have 3 or 4 other characters that can do the job, right?
Yeah, I had that issue with Snow in JP. I went back and FOMO pulled him, and then I used him for challenge quests. And when he got his BT, I was like, I mean, obviously Snow is really good, but if they're not vibing with you, especially when you start getting a lot more blues, like those blues start adding up. You're like, all right, I can bring a lot of people up there. And when you switch off to not doing blues, you're kind of like, ew, which is not good because because the higher damage caps save you time on the battle because the damage over time adds up. So when you take that away, you're like, ugh, or do I want to blue these people now? And but I want to save this for them. And it's a weird state to be in. I don't know if anybody else has this problem.
I get what Ink is saying. I'll play good guy devil's advocate. And I feel like the reason they do that, well, one, it's a gotcha. If you play JP, you have 0 foresight. You're given one new kit every week, and then people are going to pull because they don't know what's coming next week, right? Like, You're talking about kits being the same. How would you know that if you don't know what the fuck is coming next, right? Or like, because we can look at a month, we can look at 3-month span, and we can be like, oh, okay, these characters are interchangeable. But you're not supposed to be able to do that. Once again, every time this comes up, I will blame Squex because they had the opportunity to erase Foresight. They wanted to. They decided not to. That's your fucking fault. If you don't want to replace Foresight, it'll bite you in the ass, you know? So that's one, Ink. But the other thing is, I kind of get why it's designed that way as well, because this is a gotcha. You can't have everything. The logical way is that for the average person is living banner to banner, and they'll get what they get, right? Like, Ink, as much as it pains you to know this, there are people that save up the 35k gems between events and they're like 100 tickets, and they'll throw all of that at a new banner, right?
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. So people will get what they get, and they'll make it work, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care if you pick the worst character of the month and you got that, and you're trying to make it work. That's fine. The critical thinking comes to, could I have done better with another character? And I understand that it's like base human nature to justify the cognitive dissonance. Nobody wants to admit they're a dum-dum. Nobody wants to admit that they made poor decisions. So a lot of people will try to justify their shit Rosas and their shit Golbezes and say, this is the one character I got. This is the best character.
First of all, Rosa is great.
Yeah, like I didn't get any of the good characters. So this is what I got. So this is the best character. Clearly, the fact that I'm doing content means that this is the best character. And then they try to fight, and they go online, and they try to convince everyone their shit character is good. You know, like, it's okay to use what you use. But when you cross a line, and I have a bone to pick with you, when you try to tell everyone else your shit character is the good character, just because you don't want to admit it's the worst choice. And it's okay, there's winners and there's losers. That's just the fucking fact of life. And Ink, the reason why there's so many repetitive designs, I think we talked about this, like, why are there so many delayers back to back? Twisted Garland Cod. Why are there so many like refunds back to back? It was like Iraha, Arciela. No, so many silencers. There's like Arciela, Kefka, etc. back to back. Like, because I think the game's accounting for you getting one of them if you live banner to banner. Hopefully.
Yeah, but my thing is, you look at like Garnet, right? Garnet has 10% HP damage up. She's got her enchant effect, which is servicing for brave damage up. But like her whole kit feels worse than a lot of the other supports. If she's your first support, she'll do great, right? But then you look at Maria at least has that distinction, and BC corrected me on this because I was like, dude, I'm not really feeling like the Maria kit. And he was like, she like controls bosses extremely well because she's literally the only character in the game that can hit the orb that's on the Kadash fight. The first orb. There is a second orb, second condition that plenty of others can hit. But I think she's the only one.
So I think Core is going to be able to hit it because I believe Jagron and Snow can hit it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have
Lion,
to see that.
You had the platform. Please, if you disagree, please go ahead. Like, we're letting you. Like, it's okay to disagree. I'm not an authority. If you want to argue for Rosa.
Nope, I got nothing to say. It's pure copium. I know it.
But yeah, no, I encourage you to speak your mind as much as you want.
Hey man, sometimes you just don't got nothing to say.
It's true.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. I think that's all I wanted to talk about, really. Did I spend too much time on the funeral? Probably not. Probably spent too little time.
No, too little time.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have to a late start.
Yeah, that didn't help. The fact that you guys should have heard these idiots were talking about like housing prices, and I'm sitting here trying to organize the slideshow, and I'm sure Lion had the stalest of faces. Oh, that's what I was trying to remember earlier. I kept saying Lion, but I meant like Lion the character, not like multiracial Lion. And I had a really funny joke about your name, but I had this amazing intro in my head this morning for you, and I completely forgot it. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, well, I guess I have to do it retroactively. But I was like, look at me. I'm a fucking Black Cloud, like a race and then character. He's just like a half furry version of me. Couldn't even couldn't pick the race, and he picked a fucking animal. Like, Jesus Christ, this is a bad imitation. You need a new name. That's the joke. I was gonna intro with that, but I was a fucking mess. Jesus. Okay, that's what I was gonna use to harass you at the beginning, but I forgot it. God, I gotta write these things down.
Oh, fine. I was laughing so hard that I was trying not to cry at Nero during the prep time.
Oh my God, it was pretty funny. I'm Poison Cloud now. Why? Because I'm toxic. I'll take that. I'm an asshole. I'm a huge jerk. But I man's got to have a code. That would have been great. Yeah, listen, I blow it sometimes. Man, Garnet mugged me too. Rip Indo, bro. I was wishing you had good luck. Damn, tragic. But at least you got her, ideally. He feels so ass to use. I hate it. His BT plus better save him. What are y'all talking about? Awesome call.
Sounds like
Arden. Hey,
I don't know.
Yoshi Boss is gonna rep Arden. So someone's gonna rep Arden.
No, I know, but Arden is fine if you give him the support he needs, right? Like he does a great job.
Yeah, and HP cap up is good.
Yeah, and he does and that's the thing, right? Like his kit, and his kit is designed well because he needs supports to run, and his BT effect is probably one of the most relevant stats for supports.
Yeah, it's just disjointed, but I'm sure on his C90 rework he'll have a skill that re-breaks finally, because now Jekt has 2 re-break skills, his LD and his skill 1, and Arden has none. But he'll be back. Don't worry, Garnet is out 17 minutes ago. We are way over time. This was a mess. Then we can start wrapping up. Mino, closing thoughts.
I'm exhausted.
Good.
I'm done.
Good. Get some sleep. You're sick. You need it. Any closing thoughts?
Cheerios are an excellent late night snack.
Man, listen. I've been on a carb craze recently. I went to this night market over the weekend with my girl, and Cole's mom, by the way.
Wait, like an Asian night market?
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys have that over there? I didn't know that.
Anywho, well, it was fucking miserable because we had to wait in line for get our vaccine cards checked, and then they barely checked it bullshit anyways, and then they let us in, and I was standing in line for hours, miserable, around a bunch of people. It's not a good time for me, and only to get some overpriced fucking appetizers. Oh my God, how do people go to these things? What a miserable experience. Anyways, that sent me on a
night markets.
Night
markets are better than that. You have to go to the right night market, because it sounds like that's probably the only night market in the area.
It was too,
and so everyone goes, and you have to wait in line, and that sucks.
Oh, I see. Anywho, I say that to stay. I went on a carb craze, and then because I got some cake. Was it cake I had? No, it was ice cream. I had some ice cream in the fridge. I remembered it, and I ate a whole box of Honey Nut Cheerios on Monday, just dry.
Hell yeah!
I drank the you hold the milk garden up and you drink it. I did that, but for the Cheerios, and I did that for a half hour straight. I swear to God, I felt so horrible. But then I ate ice cream right afterwards, and this was at 8 a.m. I was fucked up. I don't know why I was so fucking hungry. And then yesterday I just ordered a pizza with some red velvet cake.
Wow, what happened to you?
Bro, listen,
salmon, man.
That's what I had tonight. I'm back on track, damn it. But I see. I was just saying, it'd be like that sometimes. I was hungry. I've been eating well, but I was so starved of food that one night. I was so mad that we didn't eat enough that I had to compensate with a bunch of Cheerios. Bro, you guys, I'm getting.
I mean, at least it was a good cereal.
Yeah, it was a good cereal, but chat,
especially the Honey Nut.
I'm about to get clipped again. Eating too much to get those gains. I don't know. I'm a fucking mess. But Lion, closing thoughts, bro.
Y'all motherfuckers better pull for Irving when he comes out.
I like Irving.
Why?
He's fun to use. It's
right.
just his damn. Are you an Irvine fan?
Yes.
Yeah, he's fun. I like he has a better blind application than Waka, and he's got an HP damage up attached to it. That's a good debuff. He's fun to use, but I was too pussy to blue him. But his damage isn't all that, and honestly, he kind of feels like ass. Feels like kind of ass going into Shinryu, but I haven't tried to maximize him either, so it is what it is there.
I have not tried him yet. I should do that.
I tried him on the what's it fucking called? The first one. I tried it on the Kane fight to optimize Kane's damage, but then to have not that. I tried him on what was the fight that was dangerous, but they could miss and you could get away with it. It was some
Kane fight.
Oh, was it the Kane fight already? Yeah, I was trying to dodge.
Where they do all the HP attacks that will paralyze you.
I was trying to dodge my way out of the paralyzes, but I was like, wait, fuck this RNG bullshit. I'm just gonna kill it faster. Is that it for your closing thoughts, though?
Yup.
All right, let me plug this man's channel in the chat again. Again, if you don't go subscribe to him right fucking now, you're a fucking loser. You're not as bad as Cole, but you're getting within that ballpark. So go ahead and subscribe to this man. My closing thoughts are, motherfucker, my friend just pinged me that he got Garnet and Cam's LD on the... Man, motherfucker. My closing thoughts are, today's been fun. Glad to have Lion on. I've been trying to get him on for a while, but the schedules and stuff has been a mess. But I definitely want to have you back, bro. You did great. Chat, let's get some class from Multiracial Lion. This is your first time being on a live stream, isn't it? Perfect. You cut out. You roboted right as I asked that. I feel like it's like a sign or something. Wait, am I roboting? Is this my fault? I can't hear anybody. Is Discord dying? I can't hear anyone. What's going on? Ah! Chat, do you guys hear them? Oh my god, I think Discord's dying. I think Discord's dying. You guys are gonna have to listen back to this. I'm going insane. This isn't my fault. My stream's working, so all of y'all's internet shit to bed simultaneously. This isn't my fault. The funniest part is me trying to figure out what they're saying, and I'm sure they think that I can hear them, but I can't. Maybe it'll clear up. Jesus Christ. Wow, this whole time I realized we're on the wrong fucking channel. So our avatars didn't show up on the screen. Wow. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream. Discord's not. Oh, is it coming back? Yeah, whatever. I'm ending the stream now. Go ahead and like the video on the way out, guys. It's been real. Enjoy the violence in the beginning of the stream. Oh man, good night, everyone.